Well, happy Tuesday. It's time for this week's video. Get ready. Webcam problems. My webcam does not want to work on either one of my laptops. So, I am doing this on my phone. Anyway, I am going to talk about something from Jim Richards' letter against Mike Williams and the gospel. So, he makes a point. It's his second point in his outline. And he says, one of the prevalent errors presented as grace is the message of inclusion. Inclusion departs from everything the Bible teaches concerning personal faith. It is the philosophical idea that says if God is love, He would not allow anyone to go to hell. And Jesus died on the cross for all men, therefore all men are in Christ. In other words, everyone is saved, whether they do or do not believe on Jesus. And this just gets to a very simple point, really. He wants to stipulate that you must believe in Jesus or on Jesus to have salvation. And he's saying that one of the arguments is Jesus died on the cross for all men, therefore all men are in Christ. He did die on the cross for all men. And so to say an individual's personal belief affects whether that death and that sacrifice benefited them or not, that's just not true. That means you have more power over what Jesus did than Jesus had, number one. Number two, when it comes to believing or not believing on Jesus, he's saying you must believe on Jesus to have salvation. Otherwise, the threat is to go to hell. And this goes back to the same thing we have argued over and over and over again. Everyone who was born in Adam, everyone who came after Adam, was born in Adam. They were in Adam. And because they were in Adam, Adam was condemned. And because of what Adam did, everyone born after was condemned. Whether they did what Adam did or not, or whether they even believed it, they were condemned. By the same means, and Paul said this, that in like manner, through one man, Jesus Christ, all are raised to everlasting life. All are redeemed. All are saved. And Jim really goes on to in this point further. He says that this kind of message of inclusion, because we were all included in Adam the first, and we were all included in the last Adam, Jesus Christ. He says that kind of thinking leads to irresponsible living. Now here's the thing. He's talking about he wants people to believe in Jesus, but then they've got to be responsible. Or what? And by him saying be responsible is somehow live up to the codes of the Old Testament commandments. And even then, there's only certain codes. Not all of them apply. And for every little brand and little church pastor out there, some of those laws are different than others. Some of those rules apply, some different rules apply for some than others. It's just a fractured, fragmented mess. And the reason, the reason is because they want their own degree of control, because they view a way a person is or is not living as some sort of righteousness. That's their own idea of what righteousness looks like, and that is self-righteousness. That is not righteousness of God. That is not God's idea of righteousness. And again, Jim knows better. He really does know better. It's revolutionary. Have a revolutionary week.